Did you know that a single small clove of garlic can lower blood pressure, boost your immune system, and even reduce the risk of cancer? And that's just the beginning of its incredible benefits. In today's episode, I'll reveal why adding garlic to your daily diet is a game changer. You'll learn how to peel several cloves of garlic in just 5 seconds, how to get rid of its strong smell, and who should be cautious about consuming it. Finally, I'll share a few tricks to help you unlock its full health-boosting potential. Stick around because what you're about to hear might completely change the way you think about this extraordinary plant. Let's get into the details. Did you know that garlic benefits our cardiovascular system in 2 distinct ways? If your cardiologist isn't happy with your lipid profile, meaning your cholesterol or triglyceride levels, garlic might just become your best ally. Scientific studies clearly show that regular consumption of garlic lowers cholesterol and triglyceride levels in people with elevated concentrations. This, in turn, reduces the risk of atherosclerosis, heart attacks, and strokes. But that's not all. Garlic also protects us from venous thrombosis by reducing the risk of blood clots. It's this multifaceted action that makes garlic so remarkable when it comes to cardiovascular health. Moreover, one study found that garlic supplements can lower blood pressure by approximately 10 millimeters of mercury for systolic pressure and 8 millimeters of mercury for diastolic pressure. This impressive effect is thanks to sulfur-containing compounds in garlic, which through a complex mechanism, relax smooth muscle cells. This relaxation helps dilate blood vessels, effectively reducing blood pressure levels. But that's not the end of garlic's extraordinary properties. Did you know that this humble plant can reduce the risk of developing one of the most dangerous modern diseases, cancer? Garlic stands out in this category due to its active compounds such as allicin, which inhibit the growth of cancer cells at early stages. Need proof? A 2020 meta-analysis published in a high-ranking study titled Association and Mechanism of Garlic Consumption with Gastrointestinal Cancer Risk states, "Our meta-analysis provides strong evidence that garlic can reduce the risk of gastric and colorectal cancer." Speaking of cancer, it's worth mentioning oxidative stress, one of the main factors contributing to its development. And once again, garlic proves its power. It's rich in phenols, which act as natural scavengers of free radicals. This helps reduce oxidative stress and minimizes its harmful impact on our health. To back this up with solid evidence, let's look at the scientific data. Studies clearly show that consuming just 400 milligrams of garlic daily for 3 months improves overall antioxidant status while also reducing the risk of cardiovascular incidents in obese patients. Now let's talk about immunity, another area where garlic plays a crucial role. Did you know that this plant has been considered a natural remedy for centuries? But do these traditional beliefs hold up under scientific scrutiny? It turns out they do. One study found that supplementing with 600 milligrams of garlic daily for 5 months reduced the incidence of respiratory infections in children by as much as 4-fold. This is clear evidence that the traditional knowledge about garlic, passed down through generations, is now being validated by modern science. There's no denying that garlic's strong smell can be a hurdle for many people when it comes to consuming it regularly. But don't worry, I've got a few tried-and-true solutions for that. If you want to learn how to effectively neutralize garlic's odor after eating it, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. I'll share some simple tricks that will make the smell a non-issue. Now, let's think about the most common metabolic disease affecting people around you. If you guessed diabetes, I have good news. Garlic can help in this area too. Its anti-diabetic properties are attributed to the volatile sulfur compounds found in this remarkable plant. Research shows that garlic and its extract reduce insulin resistance and improve the management of diabetic complications. What's more, a meta-analysis of 7 studies confirms that consuming garlic leads to a reduction in fasting blood glucose levels. Moving on, did you know that garlic also has an incredibly positive impact on our digestive system? For instance, in its fermented form, it supports liver function, as evidenced by studies showing improvements in markers that assess liver health. But that's not all. Garlic also acts as a natural prebiotic, nourishing gut bacteria and promoting the growth of beneficial strains like lactobacillus. This helps improve gut function and supports the overall health of the digestive system. Let's go further. Garlic isn't just a powerhouse for your heart or immune system. It also has a significant impact on your nervous system. Did you know that regular consumption of garlic may reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease? How is that possible? Garlic reduces oxidative stress, regulates blood pressure, lowers homocysteine levels, and alleviates symptoms of metabolic disorders. Together, these factors support the health of your brain and nervous system, ensuring years of smooth functioning. However, when it comes to reducing the risk of Alzheimer's, it's important to note that while we do have a meta-analysis on this topic, it primarily evaluated studies conducted on animals. So, we can't be 100% certain that these findings will fully translate to humans. Let me share one more fascinating secret about garlic. Did you know that this plant can help combat nutritional deficiencies? Garlic enhances the absorption of key minerals like iron and zinc. Research shows that adding garlic to grains and legumes significantly improves the bioavailability of these nutrients. But that's not all. Garlic is also rich in manganese, vitamin B6, vitamin C, selenium, and fiber, nutrients that support health on multiple levels. And now that we've covered the theory, it's time for some practical tips. Let's start with a simple yet incredibly useful trick that will help you peel a larger amount of garlic cloves in no time. This is especially handy when you need to peel more than just one clove at a time. What do you need to do? Just grab a large jar, toss the garlic cloves inside, screw on the lid, and shake the jar vigorously for a few seconds. That's it. You'll see that most of the cloves will be perfectly peeled, quickly, easily, and without any mess. Now let's tackle another common issue many people face: how to get rid of garlic breath. Fortunately, there are several proven methods. Eating raw apple slices, lettuce leaves, or fresh mint can effectively neutralize most unpleasant odors. If you use mouthwash, you can enhance it by adding a few drops of essential oils, such as eucalyptus, peppermint, or rosemary oil. These oils are excellent at masking garlic's strong smell. You can also make your own mouthwash using olive oil as a base. Simply add a few drops of your chosen essential oil and rinse your mouth. Another effective trick is rinsing with milk. It's surprisingly good at neutralizing garlic odor. Now let's move on to another important question. How should you prepare garlic to fully unlock its health benefits? The key lies in how you process it. Keep in mind that crushing garlic cloves is what activates its valuable compounds, like allicin. That's why it's best to crush or finely chop garlic before consuming it. Chewing garlic cloves works too, but let's be honest, it's not the most pleasant option. It's also important to remember that for some people, consuming too much raw garlic can irritate or even damage the delicate lining of the intestines, which may reduce the absorption of other nutrients from food. You can minimize the risk of such complications by cooking garlic. But be careful. Garlic doesn't like high temperatures. Why? Because allinase, the enzyme responsible for activating allicin, is highly sensitive to heat. To preserve up to 90% of its beneficial properties, it's best to heat garlic at a temperature between 40 and 60 degrees Celsius, or 104 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This allows you to retain most of its potential. The higher the temperature, the less effective the enzyme becomes, and the lower the amount of allicin produced. However, it almost never drops to zero. A great tip is to add crushed garlic at the very end of cooking to maximize its health benefits. While garlic has many health benefits, not everyone can consume it without limitations. There are certain groups of people who should be cautious. First and foremost, if you suffer from acute gastritis or intestinal inflammation, excessive garlic consumption can worsen these conditions. Similarly, individuals with advanced liver diseases or those dealing with hypotension, low blood pressure, should limit their intake. Additionally, garlic can interact with blood-thinning medications such as warfarin. If you're taking such medications, it's important to consult your doctor before adding larger amounts of garlic to your diet. That's all I've prepared for you in today's episode. I hope this information helps you better understand just how extraordinary garlic is and how many benefits it can bring to your health. Thank you for your attention, and I invite you to join me in the next episode, where we'll explore more fascinating topics related to health and nutrition. See you soon, and take care.